Hello students, this is grade 10 physics class, chapter 11, the human eye and the colorful world. In previous video class, we have seen the scattering of light by different size of a particle present in the atmosphere. Am I right? Yes. Then after that, we have seen why the sky appears blue color. Why the sky appears blue color, isn't it? Yes. So in this session, we will start a next topic. What is that? Next topic. So in order to start our next topic regularly, we must recall what are the things we have seen in previous video class, isn't it? Yes. See, actually previous class we have seen the scattering of light by different size of the particles present in the atmosphere, isn't it? Yes, very simple, don't get confusion. Okay, actually the earth atmosphere is a heterogeneous mixture. Earth atmosphere is a heterogeneous mixture because earth atmosphere is made up of gas particles, dust particles, water droplet, then so many things, and so many even smoke particles and so many things, which all things combined together make atmosphere, isn't it? Yes. Do you think the all particle size will be same? Because the all things made up of particles, everything is made up of atoms. Do you think the all things atom size will be same? No, exactly not. That is wrong. Okay, so different things may have larger particles and some things may have bigger, smaller particles like that, isn't it? Yes. So the all things particle size will not be same. That is concept, isn't it? Yes. For example, the dust particles and water droplets size is bigger, much bigger than the wavelength of the visible spectrum. Am I right? Yes. Whereas the air particles, okay, which means gas particles, size is very small, much smaller than the wavelength of the visible spectrum, isn't it? Yes. Look at here. So already we know the red light has a maximum wavelength and violet has a minimum wavelength. Is it clear? Yes. So when the sunlight, note this point, when the sunlight hits on the dust particles and water droplets which is present in the atmosphere, what will happen? The seven spectrum scattered in same way in atmosphere. Okay, the red light, orange light, yellow light, then all seven spectrum scatters in same way in the atmosphere because the particle size is very big compared than this wavelength of the visible spectrum. So due to which we can see only white color as a result after scattering, that is only white color because the seven spectrum scattering in same way, isn't it? Yes. So as the result will be only white color, isn't it? Yes. So that is why in sometimes the sky appears white. Sometimes, not all the times, sometimes only the sky appears white because when the sunlight travels into the travels into the cloud, as a result white color will be there because the cloud contain water droplets. The water droplet size is very big compared than the visible spectrum wavelength. That is the reason why as a result white color will be there. Okay, because all colors, all seven visible spectrum scatters in same way. Is it clear? Yes, that is first one. Then after that we have seen the air particles size is very small compared than the wavelength of the visible spectrum. Am I right? Because air particles very minute particle compared than the dust particle as well as the water droplet. Okay, so when the sunlight falls on the very minute particle, which means air particles present in the atmosphere, what will happen? The higher wavelength visible spectrum such as red color, orange color and yellow color jumps over the air particles present in the atmosphere. There will be scattering. Okay, even higher wavelength visible spectrum also scattered by the air molecules. That is much less, very less. Isn't it? Very less. So most of the time the higher wavelength visible spectrum jumps over the air particles present in the atmosphere because it has higher wavelength, isn't it? Yes. Whereas the smaller wavelength, okay, the smaller wavelength visible spectrum hits, which means falls on the air molecules present in the atmosphere, they get scattered in all direction. Okay, so what are the minimum wavelength visible spectrum? violet color, indigo color, then blue color. Then blue color. Okay, all those colors. That's all. Okay, violet color, indigo color, and blue color have very, very minimal wavelength compared than remaining visible spectrum. Is it clear? Yes. So when these lower wavelength visible spectrum falls on the air particles present in the atmosphere, they scatter in all direction. They scatter in all direction because they have very, very minimal wavelength. Even particle size also very small, due to which it will hits, which means falls on the water molecules present in the atmosphere. As a result, the all minimal wavelength scattered in different direction. That is the reason why sometimes the sky appears blue color. Sky appears blue color because blue color, violet color, indigo color has minimum wavelength. Isn't it? Yes. So look at here. Finally come to the conclusion. If the wavelength increases, if the visible spectrum wavelength increases, scattering of light decreases. Am I right? Scattering of light decreases. Very simple. Okay. Next one, if the wavelength decreases, scattering of light increases. For example, this violet color, indigo color, blue color has minimal wavelength. It scatters the all direction by air particles present in the atmosphere. Am I right? Yes. That's all. Finally come to the conclusion. Wavelength is inversely proportional to the scattering of light. Wavelength increases, scattering of light decreases. Wavelength decreases, scattering of light increases. That's all. Isn't it? Yes. Then after that we have seen why the sky appears blue color. Why the sky appears blue color, isn't it? Yes. So just now I have thought that, what is that? The atmosphere is a heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture, dust particles will be there, air molecules will be there, then smoke particles, and so many things will be there. Okay, water droplets, so many things will be there. Isn't it? Yes. When, look at here, when the sunlight enters into the atmosphere, the most of the longer wavelength visible spectrum, what will happen? Jumps over the molecules present in the atmosphere. Whereas the smaller wavelength visible spectrum falls on the water droplet and air particle, it scatters in all direction. That is the reason why the sky sometimes appears only blue color. Sky sometimes appears only blue color because most of the longer wavelength visible spectrum do not scattered by the air particles, do not scattered by the atmosphere. Okay, generally we say atmosphere. Okay, atmosphere, isn't it? But the shorter wavelength visible spectrum scattered by the atmosphere, which means the air particles present in the atmosphere, it scatters away. Okay, that is the reason why sometimes the sky appears blue color. Sky appears blue color because already we know if the wavelength decreases, scattering of light increases. So the violet color, indigo color, and blue color every color has minimum wavelength. Am I right? Minimum wavelength. That is the reason why sky appears blue color. Isn't it? Sky appears only blue color because they have very minimal wavelength. It scatters maximum amount. Scatters maximum amount, isn't it? Yes. Next question rising here. Then why the sky doesn't appear violet color? Am I right? Because violet has minimum wavelength, very, very least wavelength, that is violet. If the spectrum has minimal wavelength, it will be scattered more amount. Then why should not the sky appears violet color? Am I right? That is common question. Because our eyes are incense. Okay, incense of the indigo color and violet color. That is the reason why actually there will be violet color and indigo color, but we cannot see that. Our eyes cannot sense that. Our eyes cannot sense the indigo color and violet color. That is the reason why it appears only blue color. Is it clear? Yes. What is the conclusion here? Why the sky appears blue color? Because most of the higher wavelength visible spectrum do not scatter in the atmosphere present in the particles, whereas the lower wavelength visible spectrum scatters in all direction. That is the reason why sky appears blue color. That's all. Khatam. Okay. Yes. So till now we have discussed up to this. Am I right? Yes. So next we will move on. That is also very interesting topic. Why the sun appears red color at sunrise and sunset? Am I right? Why? That is next one. Okay. Yes, we will see that. See, please try to understand the concepts what I'm telling here. Okay, yes, don't get memorized anything. So next one, why the sun appears red color. Actually, it's red or red color, no problem. Red color at sunrise and sunset. Sunrise and sunset. Okay, yes. So what is next one? So next we are going to discuss why the sun appears red color at sunrise and sunset. That is next one. That is next one. Is it clear? Yes. Have we ever seen the sun and the surrounding sky appears red color during sunrise and sunset? Have you ever seen like that? No, that is not possible, because nowadays most of us we wake up after sunrise. Am I right? Even myself also. Most of the people, okay, so these days most of the people wake up after sunrise. Actually, that is not a good habit. That is a very bad habit, isn't it? Yes, because our lifestyle has been changing. Am I right? Our lifestyle has been changing, because we are going to bed at night times, so after 11 o'clock, even sometimes 12 o'clock also. Okay, so our lifestyle has been changing, due to which these days most of us we don't see the sunrise. Am I right? That is reality. Am I right? Am I right or wrong? Yes, of course that is right. Am I right? Yes, you one day try to see the sunrise. Okay, actually what's happening there. Okay, yes. After uploaded this video, please try to observe the sunrise. Okay, actually the sunrise happens, I think 6 o'clock, around 6 o'clock. Okay, so you try to wake up by 5:30 to 5:45. Okay, after uploaded this video, please try to see the sunrise. Actually, so what happening there, to understand the concept here, isn't it? Yes. So the sun appears red color. The sun and the surrounding sky appears red color during sunrise as well as sunset. Do you know why it is happening there? Because of scattering of light. Due to scattering of light, the sun appears red color and during sunrise and sunset. That is real. Is it clear? Yes, very simple. Try to understand the concept what I am telling here. Is it clear? Yes. I am going to draw the diagram. You listen here. Consider this is Earth's surface. That is, what is that? That is Earth's surface. Is it clear? Yes. So what is this? That is Earth's surface, isn't it? Earth's surface. This is Earth's surface. Then surrounding the Earth's surface, there will be, what is that? Atmosphere, isn't it? Yes. I am going to draw the atmosphere. Listen here. What is it? This is atmosphere. This is atmosphere, Earth atmosphere. Is it clear? Yes, very simple. Consider this is Earth's surface and this is atmosphere. Okay, Earth atmosphere is made up of gas particles, dust particles, water droplets, smoke particles, and so many things. Okay, all things are there. All things are there. Is it clear? Yes. So this is atmosphere. Am I right or wrong? Yes. So next, draw the horizon. Next, draw the horizon. Do you know what is horizon? Okay, see, most of the people pronounce it that is horizon. Horizon and horizon both are same pronunciation. But proper pronunciation, that is horizon, you don't get confusion. Because you may have studied, you know, SST class, that is horizon. That is horizon. Here I am going to use the word horizon because that is a proper pronunciation. The British English, American, that is varies each other. Okay, you don't get confusion. That is not a problem at all. Okay, yes. So next, draw the horizon. Okay, here, where will be the horizon? Where will be the horizon? So this is surface. Look at here. This is surface of the earth. That is surface of the earth. You draw the tangent to the surface of the earth. That is horizon. Do you know what is tangent? Yes, that is line. You draw the line from the surface of the earth, that is horizon. Okay, yes, look at here. Yes, that is horizon. What is this? That is horizon. This is horizon. Here, that is horizon. Okay, first consider this is Earth's surface. Earth's surface having atmosphere. Am I right? Atmosphere made up of different gas particles, air particles, dust particles, water droplets, smoke particles, and so many things, isn't it? It's all things makes an atmosphere. Is it clear? Yes. Next, draw a horizon line. So not a horizon, it's a horizon. Okay. So next, draw this a horizon line. Okay. What is a horizon line? A line at which the surface of the earth and the sky meet together. That is called horizon. That is called horizon. Look at here. This is Earth's surface. The point where the sky and the Earth's surface meet together, that is called horizon. That point is called horizon. Is it clear? Yes, very simple. Then how can we say the sun is rising as well as the sun is setting? How can we say? When the sun is below that horizon, we can say the sun is set. Am I right? When the sun is above the horizon, the sun is rise. That is concept. Okay, try to understand the concept. Okay, how can we say when the sun is rise and sun is set? When the sun is below the horizon, we can consider the sun is set. When the sun is above the horizon, we can consider the sun is rising. Is it clear? Yes, very simple. Try to understand the concept. Okay. Actually the earth rotates itself as well as revolves around the sun. Okay, note this point. The earth rotates itself, which means spins itself as well as revolves around the sun. So due to which the sun's position changes. Am I right? Due to which sun's position changes. Actually earth only rotates. Not sun revolves around the earth. Earth revolves around the sun as well as rotates itself. Due to which sun's position changes, but sun never revolves around the earth. Okay, keep this concept in your mind. Okay, so the earth rotates itself as well as revolves around the sun. Is it clear? Due to which the sun's position changes. Due to which the sun's position changes. Keep this concept in your mind. Okay, yes. First you consider the sun is placed here, which means sun is located here. Yes. This is sun. The sun is located here. Sun is located here. Is it clear? Yes. Consider the sun is located here. First condition, the sun is located here, near to the horizon. Near to very closer to the horizon. Okay, consider this is sunrise. So this is at sunrise. At sunrise, okay, the sun is located closer to the horizon, near to horizon. Consider I am going to take this portion is a sunrise and that portion will be sunset. Okay, so here also the sun is located so near the horizon, very closer to that horizon. Okay, so I am going to consider that is sunset. At sunset near the horizon. At sunset here also near the horizon. Okay, look at here. Consider sun is here. Okay, I am going to consider this is sunrise and that is sunset. That is sunset. Okay, yes. Consider here the sun is located very closer to that horizon here, isn't it? Yes. That is sunrise. Okay, I am going to consider that is sunrise. Now consider this is sunset. That is sunset. Is it clear? Yes. Here also, so during sunset also the sun is located very closer to that horizon. Very, very closer to that horizon. So I am going to consider that is sunset. Is it clear? Yes, very simple. Okay, yes. Actually we are Actually, so we are living on the Earth's surface. Actually, we are living on the Earth's surface here. Earth's surface here. Am I right? So, if we observe, look at here, if we observe from this point, we can see the sunrise as well as sunset. Am I right? We can see the sunrise as well as sunset because we are living among the atmosphere. Am I right? So inside the atmosphere. Actually, we are living over the surface of the earth. Is it clear? Yes. Keep this concept in your mind. Okay. So we are here. Am I right or wrong? We are here. So this is the observer point. So already we know the earth rotates itself as well as revolves around the sun. Is it clear? Yes. So due to this revolution and the rotation, the sun's position changes. Each and every second, every minute, sun position changes. Am I right? Yes. So due to this rotation of, look at here, due to this rotation of this earth, the sun's position changes gradually. Sun's position changes gradually. Am I right? Yes, sun's position, every point the sun's position changes. At noon time, the sun will be where? Sun will be our overhead. Okay, which means straight to our head. Am I right? When? At noon time. Yes, so here. So this is noon time. Wait a minute. So at noon time, sun will be over the head, this observer head, over everyone's head. Is it clear? Yes. Then after that, after noon time, what will happen? Again the sun's position changes because earth rotates itself as well as revolves around the sun. Am I right? Yes. So due to which sun's position changes like that. Each and every minute sun position changes like that. Is it clear? It's very simple. Okay, you look at here. So this is Earth's surface. Earth's surface made up of atmosphere. We are observing here. Am I right? Yes. Next, draw the tangent line to the Earth's surface. That line is called horizon. Am I right? What is horizon? Horizon means a line at which the Earth's surface and the sky meets at a point, that is called horizon. Is it clear? Yes. So when the sun is below the horizon, we can consider that is sunset. When the sun is above the horizon, we can consider that is sunrise. Is it clear? Yes. So now consider the sun is located closer to this horizon, very closer to the horizon. I have considered this is sunrise. Okay, this is for our convenience. For example, this is sunrise. Then here also the sun is located very closer to this horizon. I am going to consider that is sunset. Am I right? Yes. So already we know the earth revolves as well as rotates itself, due to which the sun's position changes each and every fraction of second. Am I right? Yes. So this is considered, this is sunrise. This is sun. So sun has rised. Okay, the sun has rised. So after that what will happen? The sun's position continuously changes. Okay, actually the earth revolves around the sun. Okay, due to which the sun position appears to changes. Okay, yes, the sun positions continuously changes. At noon time, this is noon time. This is at noon. Noon time means whatever, maybe it's from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. That is noon time. Okay, yes. Maybe around 12 o'clock, that is noon time. Okay. Look at here. At noon time, the sun will be our overhead, which means straight to everyone human's head, which means observer head. Is it clear? Yes. Then after noon time, again the sun's position changes. At the evening time, the sunset happens. Our sunset happens. Is it clear? Yes. So that is the concept. Is it clear? Yes, very simple. So this is observer place, which means we are watching, we are observer. Every human being, we are observer. Okay, so we are observing that. Okay, sunrise, the sun is there. Okay, sun is rising. Every fraction of the sun position continuously changes from this side. Then after 12 o'clock, the sun will be our overhead, and after noon time, the sun position again continuously changes. Then sun traveling to setting. That's all. It's a natural phenomenon. Am I right? Yes. Look at here, very simple. So observe. So we are observing here. We are observing here. So consider this point is a middle point. This point is a middle point. Look at here. This point is a middle point. Okay, because we are observing here, consider this point is a middle point. Am I right? Yes. Look at here. The distance between the so where we are standing, look at here, where we are standing on the earth's surface and the atmosphere, okay, which means upper layer of atmosphere is more. Can you see this point? The distance between, so where we are standing, okay, which means where we are observing, okay, and to this point is more. Can you see this? Yes, look at here, this point, distance is more. This is longer distance. Okay, look at here. If I come to the point, listen here, during sunrise, the sunlight has to travel longer distance. Okay, longer distance to reach us because we are observing the sunlight here. Okay, we are observing the sunlight here. Okay, so look at here. So actually, we are observing here, and the atmosphere is here. Okay, because actually the atmosphere is located just few kilometers from the earth's surface, not all the spaces, just a few kilometers. Atmosphere is present just few kilometers from the earth's surface. The atmosphere is present just few kilometers from the earth's surface. Is it clear? Yes, very simple. So this is atmosphere. This is upper layer of the atmosphere. This is upper layer of the atmosphere. Is it clear? Yes, look at here. So this is sunrise. Am I right? This is sunrise. So during sunrise, the sunlight has to travel longer distance to reach us because we are observing here. To reach us. Am I right? So this is earth surface, which means atmosphere. This is atmosphere, and so we are observing here. So the distance between the atmosphere, here this is atmosphere. Consider this is atmosphere, and where we are observing, that is longer distance. Can you see this? Yes, this distance is longer. Isn't it? Yes. Look at here. Now the sun comes to noon. Okay, which means it is over the observer head here. Am I right? Yes. Listen here. This is very important point. So sunlight reaches us like this. At noon time, sunlight hits directly on our head, because sun is over our head. Sun is over, which means straight to our head. Is it clear? At noon time. So actually, we are observing here. So atmosphere is here. This is atmosphere here. Am I right? So at noon time, note here. At noon time, the sunlight has to travel very short distance. Look at here, very short distance to reach us. When at noon time, is it clear? Because this is very shorter distance. So whenever the sun comes to over our head, the distance will be sun and the observer, which means the earth's surface will be less. Isn't it? Yes. So look at here. So here, so when the sun is at noon, the distance between the atmosphere here, this is atmosphere, the outer part of the atmosphere and where we are standing on the earth's surface is less, which means this part is less. Am I right? Whereas this part and that part is very more. Am I right? During sunrise, the atmosphere and the observer place is more, whereas during noon time, the atmosphere and the observer distance is less. Isn't it? Yes. So during noon time, the sunlight has to travel very short distance. Here, very short distance. Am I right or wrong? Here you just consider the distance between the atmosphere and the earth's surface. You leave the space. That is space. Nothing is there in space. You leave it. Okay, you leave it. You just consider the atmosphere and the earth's surface, which means observer only. That is space. You leave from the space in your mind. You leave the space from your mind. Is it clear? Yes. So after noontime, the gradually the sun's position changes. Sun position changes. Now you come to here. The sun ready to set. The sun is ready to set. Is it clear? Yes. Now consider the sun is located very closer to the horizon. Okay. So I have considered that is sunset. Is it clear? Yes. So outer line of the atmosphere. This is outer line. Am I right? So this is outer line of the atmosphere. Can you see this clearly? Yes. This is outer line of the atmosphere. Yes. Wait a minute. I'll draw clearly again. Yes. So this is outer layer. This is outer part of the atmosphere, and observer is here. Isn't it? Yes. Now come to the point. So the distance between the atmosphere, the outer line of the atmosphere, and the observer. Okay. So where we are standing, that place, that distance is more. Am I right? That distance is more compared than at noon time. Is it clear? Yes. Look at here. This distance is more compared than this distance. Am I right? So during sunset, note this point. During sunset, the sunlight has to travel longer distance. Am I right? This is longer distance compared than this one. This is longer distance compared than that one. Isn't it? Yes. Very simple. Okay. So this is longer distance. Okay. So all basic things completed. Next we are going to see that. Can you see this? No time தமிழ்ல சொல்லணுமா? தமிழ்ல சொல்லட்டுமா? எஸ். சன் இங்கே இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோ. சன் வந்து இது சன் ரைஸ்ன்னு கன்சிடர் பண்ணிக்கோ, அது சன் செட்னு கன்சிடர் பண்ணிக்கோ. ஓகேவா? எஸ். சன் ரைஸ் ஆகும்போது நம்ம எங்கே இருக்கோம்? நம்ம எர்த்து சர்ஃபேஸ் மேலே தான் வாட்ச் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். நம்ம எப்பயுமே எர்த் சர்ஃபேஸில் தான் லீவ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறோம். நம்ம எர்த்துக்கு உள்ளே போக கிடையாது. எர்த்து மேலே தான் இருக்கோம். நம்ம எர்த்து மேலே தான் சன் சைஸை பார்க்குறோம், சன் செட்டிங்கை பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கிறோம். புரியுதா? எஸ். நம்ம இங்கே இருக்கோம். டூரிங் சன்ரைஸ் இந்த சன்லைட்டு நம்மளை ரீச் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ரொம்ப லாங் டிஸ்டன்ஸை ட்ராவல் பண்ண வேண்டியதாக இருக்குது. எது? நம்மளை இந்த சன்லைட் ரீச் பண்ணுறதுக்கு இந்த லைட் ரேஸ்னால் ரொம்ப லாங் டிஸ்டன்ஸை ட்ராவல் பண்ண வேண்டியதாக இருக்குது. ஏன் அப்படின்னா நம்ம அட்மாஸ்பியர் இங்கே இருக்குது. அட்மாஸ்பியர் அவுட்டர் லேயர் இது, நம்ம இருக்கிறது எங்கே? ஓகேவா? இதோ இந்த டிஸ்டன்ஸ் பிட்வீன் தி அட்மாஸ்பியரும் இந்த நம்ம இருக்கக்கூடிய டிஸ்டன்ஸும் ரொம்ப அதிகமாக இருக்குது. வெப்பம் டூரிங் சன்ரைஸ் அதிகமாக இருக்குது. ஆமாவா? எஸ். ஸோ எர்த் வந்து சன்னை சுற்றிக்கிட்டே இருக்குது. அதனால் சன்ஸோட பொசிஷன் சேஞ்ச் ஆகிட்டே இருக்குது. ஆமாவா? சன்ஸோட பொசிஷன் கண்டினியூஸாக சேஞ்ச் ஆகிட்டே இருக்குது. அட் நூன் டைம், அதாவது தமிழ் சொல்லல மதிய டைமில் எங்கே இருக்கும்? சன்னு நம்மளுடைய ஹெட்டுக்கு மேலே இருக்கும். கரெக்டாக நம்ம ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டாக இருக்கும். இந்த டைமில் சன்லைட் வந்து எங்கே இருக்குது? சன்லைட் ட்ராவல் பண்ணக்கூடிய டிஸ்டன்ஸ் கம்மியாக இருக்கும். நோட் பண்ணிக்கோ. பிகாஸ் நம்ம இருக்கோம் இங்கே, அப்சர்வர் நம்ம இங்கே இருக்கோம், அட்மாஸ்பியர் இங்கே இருக்குது. ஸோ இந்த டிஸ்டன்ஸ் பிட்வீன் த அட்மாஸ்பியரும் நம்ம இருக்கக்கூடிய இடம் எப்படி இருக்குது? கம்மியாக இருக்குது. பார்த்துட்டு தெரியுதா? இதை விட இது கம்மியாக இருக்குது. இது அதிகமாக இருக்குது, ஆனால் நூன் டைமில் கம்மியாக இருக்குது. தெரியுதா? நல்லா தெரியுதா? எஸ். அட்மாஸ்பியர் இங்கே இருக்குது, இது வந்து அதிகமாக இருக்குது. புரியுதா? அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன ஆகும்? மதியத்துக்கு அப்புறம் சன் பொசிஷன் சேஞ்ச் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். ஈவினிங் டைம் வந்துடும், சன் இங்கே வந்துடும். ஆமாவா? எஸ். சன் அதிகம் மறுபடியும் ஈவினிங் லாஸ்ட் டைம், அதாவது மறையிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி என்ன ஆகும்? சன்லைட் வருமா? சன்லைட் வரும். ஸோ இந்த டைமில் ஈவினிங் டைமில் என்ன பண்ணும்? சன்லைட் வந்து நம்மளை ரீச் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ரொம்ப லாங் டிஸ்டன்ஸை ட்ராவல் பண்ண வேண்டியதாக இருக்குது. ஆமாவா? பிகாஸ் நம்ம அப்சர்வர் சென்டரில் இருக்கோம், இங்கே அட்மாஸ்பியர் இதோட முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. ஸோ தி டிஸ்டன்ஸ் பிட்வீன் நமக்கும் இந்த அட்மாஸ்பியருக்கும் அதிகமாக இருக்குது. ஓகேவா? ஸோ இதே அதாவது சன்ரைஸ் மாதிரியே சன்செட்டுக்கும் டிஸ்டன்ஸ் அதிகமாக இருக்குது. புரியுதா? அந்த கான்செப்ட் தான். கீப் திட் கான்செப்ட் இன் யூர் மைண்ட். Okay, so look at here. So during sunrise and sunset, the light rays has to travel longer distance, maximum distance compared than noon time. Am I right? Because during sunrise and sunset, the distance between the atmosphere and the observer, which means where we are standing on the earth's surface, is maximum compared than noon time. Noon time is distance between the atmosphere and the observer is less. Is it clear? It's very simple. Okay, you try to understand the concept here. Okay, so next we are going to start that. So sunlight, sun is here. Okay, now come to this sunrise, sunset, that is noon time. Am I right? Yes. Now come to this sunrise. So gradually the sun comes over the horizon. Is that clear? Yes, very simple. So already we know sunlight color is white color. That white color is a constituent of mixture of 7 colors. 7 colors. Vibzier colors: red color, orange color, yellow color, green color, blue color, violet color, indigo color and violet color. Am I right? Yes. So these 7 spectrums have different wavelength. Already I thought clearly in my previous video class, isn't it? Red light has maximum wavelength, then violet has minimum wavelength. Is it clear? Red light has maximum wavelength, violet has minimum wavelength. Is it clear? Yes. So the sun is here. Sunlight, not single ray of light, the beam of sunlight enters. Look at here. Beam of sunlight enters into the atmosphere. What will happen? Because Earth atmosphere is made up of gas particles, dust particles, water droplet, smoke particles, and so many things are there. So when the white light, which means sunlight, falls on the particles present in the atmosphere, what will happen? That is my question. What will happen? Scattering will be there. Am I right? Scattering process will be there, isn't it? Scattering process will be there. So during sunrise, the sunlight has to travel longer distance to reach us. Am I right? This is longer distance. Am I right? When? During sunrise. So the shorter wavelength visible spectrum scatter before reaching us. Okay, this is very important point. See, sunlight is a mixture of 7 constituent colors, okay, which means 7 visible spectrum. Am I right? So here during sunrise, the sun has to travel maximum distance. Am I right? Which means longer distance, due to which the shorter wavelength visible spectrum scattered completely before reaching us. Is it clear? Yes. So here, when the white light enters into the atmosphere, first this violet color got scattered by this time at this point. Then after that what color? Indigo color got scattered here, okay, because they have very shorter wavelength. Then after that blue color got scattered here. Then after that what color? Green color got scattered here. Then after that what color? Yellow color. Am I right? Then after that orange color, and finally what color is left? Red color. So finally red color reaches us. Okay, finally red color reaches us. That is the reason why when the sun is rising, the sky and the sun appears only red color. That's all. Okay, so look at here. Finally come to the point. During sunrise, here the sunlight has to travel longer distance to reach us, which means observer is here. We are standing, okay, actually we are observing the sun positions. Is it clear? Yes. So during sunrise the sunlight has to travel longer distance to reach us, isn't it? Yes. So already we know sunlight is a mixture of 7 colors, the Vibzier spectrum. See, the violet color has a minimum wavelength and red color has maximum wavelength. So when the sunlight enters into the atmosphere, scattering will be there, because particles present in the atmosphere, so scattering will be there. Am I right? Yes. So already we know if the wavelength increases, scattering decreases. If the wavelength decreases, scattering increases. Am I right? Yes. So the violet has minimum wavelength, least wavelength. So when the sunlight enters into the atmosphere, violet color, look at here, violet color got scattered, completely scattered. Okay, intensity of the violet colors becomes 0 here when enters into the atmosphere here. Okay, so violet got scattered by the time at this place. And after that what color? Indigo color got scattered by the time at this place. Am I right? Then after that what color? Blue color got scattered by this time, okay, at this place, by this time at this place. Then after that green color got scattered by this time at this place, then after that green color got, so this is green color completed. Then after that what colors? Yellow color got completely scattered by this time at this place. Then after that what color? Orange color also got scattered by this time at this place before reaching us. Okay, then what color is left here? Only red color, because red color has maximum wavelength, already we know. Okay, in visible spectrum red color only has maximum wavelength, longer wavelength. Okay, so due to which the scattering of red color is minimum, very minimum, compared than remaining all those 6 colors. So after these 6 colors completely scattered, red color only reaches us. What color? Red color only us. That is the reason why during sunrise the sun and the surrounding sky appears red color. Appears red color. That's all. Khatam. Is there any doubt? No doubt. Because red color has longer wavelength. That is the reason. Okay. Yes. Is there any doubt? No. Very easy. Suppose if they ask in board exam why the sun color is red color during sunrise, what you have to write? See, when the sunlight enters into the atmosphere, the shorter wavelength, the all shorter wavelength visible spectrum got scattered before reaching us. Note this point, before reaching us, only the red color reaches us. That is the reason why the sun appears red color during sunrise. Appears red color only sunrise. Isn't it? Because during sunrise the sunlight has to travel longer distance. This is longer distance, due to which the most of the shorter wavelength visible spectrum got scattered before reaching us. Note this point, before reaching us, only red color only reaches us, because red color has maximum wavelength. That's all. Khatam. 3 marks on your paper. Okay, 3 marks on your paper. Is it clear? Yes. So what is the conclusion here? So when the 7th spectrum enters into the, which means white light, okay, 7th spectrum enters into the atmosphere, the violet color, indigo color, blue color, green color, yellow color, then orange color got scattered before reaching us, because they have minimum wavelength compared than red color. Okay, because during sunrise the sunlight has to travel maximum distance, longer distance, so the light intensity gradually decreases, because scattering will be there, the intensity of the light decreases, isn't it? Yes. Okay, I'll give that example. Intensity, how does intensity decreases, isn't it? Yes. So only the longer wavelength visible spectrum, that is red color, only reaches us, because red light has longer wavelength. It is scattered by the atmosphere particles very less amount. So that is the reason why during sunrise the sun appears red color, isn't it? Yes. So why the 6 visible spectrum intensity decreases, which means 0. Why? Because consider light. This is a light ray. Consider that is, what is that? Light ray. Okay. So this is light ray. So particle is here. Okay, particle is here. So 100%. Look at here. This is light ray. 100% of light ray falls on the particle. What will happen? Scattering will be there. Am I right? So scattering will be there. Then after scattering, what will be the intensity of the light? Intensity of the light will decreases. Oh, am I right? Yes. So the particle scatters the 20%. The particle scatters this 20% of light, and remaining how many percentage will be left? 80% light will be left. The 80% light again falls on the next particle. The next particle reduce the intensity of the light 20%. How many percentage left here? 60% left. So 60% of left, 60% of light again falls on the another atom. Here the another atom reduces the intensity of the light by 20%. Remaining how many percentage left? 40%. So 40%. Okay, so it will go on. It will go on. So when the light rays falls on the particles present in the atmosphere, the intensity of the light will decreases. Am I right? Intensity of the light will decrease. Is it clear? Yes. And when the sunlight undergoes maximum scattering, finally the intensity of the light will be zero. Intensity of the light will be zero. Look at here. Here the 100% of light falls on the particle. The particle scatter the 20% of light. Okay, so remaining 80% light left, and the 80% light falls on the another particle. The another particle reduces the intensity of the light by 20%. And how many percentage left? 60% left. So the 60% intensity of light falls on the another particles. Then that particle reduces the intensity of the light by 20%, and remaining how many left? 40% left. So if the distance increases, look at here, if the distance increases, the light traveling distance increases, scattering also increases. Am I right? Scattering also increases. Finally the intensity of the light will be zero. So here the violet color, indigo color, blue color, green color, orange color, yellow color and orange color spectrum intensity becomes zero before reaching us, because they have minimal wavelength compared than red color. That is the reason why we cannot see all those colors. These all colors completely scattered before reaching us, but the red color has maximum wavelength. That is the reason why the red color undergoes very little amount of scattering, due to which we can see the red light. That's all. The same phenomena. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, yes. Next come to the sunrise completed. Am I right? The sunrise completed. Next come to at noon time. So the sun's position gradually changes. Okay, the earth rotates itself as well as the earth revolves around the sun. So the sun's position changes. So when the sun rises up, the distance the light has to travel decreases. The distance of the light has to travel to reach us decreases. Every point decreases. Okay, so now consider the gradually sun's position changes and comes to over the head. Okay, which means at noon time the sun is over the head. Is it clear? Yes. Already we know clearly. At noon time the sunlight has to travel very short distance, because the distance between the atmosphere and observer is less compared than during sunrise and sunset. Can you see this distance between the atmosphere and the observer, because we are observing here, the observer is very less during noon time. Am I right? Yes, compare than sunrise and sunset. Is it clear? Yes, very simple. So distance is very less. So come to the point. So during noon time the sunlight has to travel minimum distance to reach us. Okay, sunlight has to travel minimum distance to reach us, because we are observer here, we are standing here, isn't it? Yes. Now come to point. Okay, look at here. It is for only noon time, isn't it? Yes. So when the sunlight enters, this is sunlight, consider this is sunlight. When the sunlight enters into the atmosphere at noon time, what will happen? First which spectrum will scatter? First one, the shorter wavelength one. The shorter wavelength visible spectrum will scatter first one, because it has very minimal wavelength. Okay, very short wavelength. Okay, so look at here. I'll take another one chart, color chart, to identify. When the sunlight enters into the atmosphere at noon time, first one, this, what color? This violet color got scattered. The violet color got scattered completely by the time this point. By the time this point. Am I right? After that what color? After that what color will be there? Indigo color. Am I right? Yes. Then after that indigo color got scattered by the time at this point. By the time at this point. What color? This is indigo color. Indigo color. Am I right? Yes. Then after that what color? After that blue color. Blue color actually just starts scattering. Blue color just starts scattering. Blue color never scattering completely. Never scattering completely, because before the blue color scatters completely, the sunlight reaches us. The sunlight reaches us, because already we know at noon time sunlight has to travel very minimum distance compared than during sunrise and sunset. Is it clear? Can you see this distance is less? Okay, so come to the point. So before the blue color got completely scattered, the sunlight reaches us. The sunlight reaches us, and the remaining longer wavelength colors will be there. The longer wavelength color will be there. That is the reason why. Look at here. That is the reason why at noon time the sky appears. The sky appears. Not only sky. The sky and the sun appears white color. What color? White color. Is it clear? Very simple. Very simple. Try to understand the concept. Because how many visible colors left there? How many visible colors left there? Even blue colors also is there. Okay, because blue colors not completely got scattered, isn't it? Yes. Blue color is there, then green color is there, then after that orange color is there, then red color is there. So 4 visible spectrums are there. 4 visible spectrums are there. Only the violet color got scattered completely, then after that indigo color got scattered completely, then the blue color just starts scattering, but never got scattered completely, isn't it? Yes. So when the blue color scattering, when the blue color starts scattering, the sunlight reaches us, because the distance between at noon time distance between the atmosphere and the earth surface is less, isn't it? That is the reason why at noon time the sun appears only white color, because most of the visible spectrum remains left here, remains same here. Scattering is very less. That's all. Isn't it clear? What is the reason? Main reason here, at noon time the distance between the atmosphere and the observer, which means Earth's surface, is less, very less. So the shorter wavelength visible spectrum, which means the violet color got completely scattered before reaching us, then indigo color got completely scattered before reaching us, then the blue color starts scattering. Note this point, starts scattering. Okay, start scattering. At the same time the sunlight reaches us. Here the blue color not scattered completely, it just starts scattering. At this point it just starts scattering. So actually the blue color scattering light will be there. Okay, blue color, sometimes the blue color scattering will be there, because the blue color starts scattering. Okay, but most of the time the sun appears only what color? Only white color, because remaining all longer wavelength visible spectrums remain same. The blue color is what is that? The green color is there, yellow color is there, orange color is there, red color also is there. Maximum amount of the longer wavelength visible spectrums present remains same, due to which the color of the sun will be white color at the noon time. The sun as well as the surrounding sky. But this some amount of scattering of blue light will be there. Some amount of this blue color, some amount of scattering of blue color will be there, because the blue color starts scattering. Am I right? The blue color starts scattering. So when the blue color starts scattering, the sunlight reached us. Isn't it? Yes, that's all. Okay, so at noon time this sun color will be white color, but the blue color scattering will be there. Where this blue color scattering will be there, sometimes also appears not the sky. Sometimes at noon time the sky appears blue color, because blue color not completely scattered, just starts scattering. Blue colors also will be there, isn't it? Yes, that's the content. Okay. After noon time what will happen? After noon time what will happen? The sun position again gradually changes, isn't it? The sun position gradually changes, so the sun comes to here. The sun comes to here, which means just closer to the horizon. Closer to that horizon, we consider as that is sunset. We consider that is sunset. Is it clear? It's very simple. Okay, yes. So this is sunset. So already I thought that during sunset also the sunlight has to travel maximum amount, which means a longer distance to reach us. This distance we are observing here, this is atmosphere. So during sunset also the sunlight has to travel longer distance. What is that? Longer distance here to reach us. To reach us. Is it clear? Yes, very simple. Okay, yes. Look at here. Now consider during sunset what will happen. During sunset what will happen? Already I thought during sunset and sunrise the sun and the surrounding sky appears red color. So what will be the color reach us? Reach us. What is color? Of course red color. Okay. Likewise sunrise, sunset color will be this. During sunset the sun of the color will be red color, obviously, right? Okay, yes. How it is possible? Look at here. So this is atmosphere and sun is here. So sunlight, look at here. Sunlight enters into the atmosphere. Sunlight enters into the atmosphere. What is this? This is light. Sunlight enters into the atmosphere. Am I right? Yes. So already we know red color has maximum wavelength, violet color has minimum wavelength. Am I right? Yes. Here during sunset the sunlight has to travel maximum distance, so the most of the shorter wavelength visible spectrum got scattered away. Okay, most of the shorter wavelength visible spectrum got scattered away. Am I right? Yes. So sunlight enters into the atmosphere. So sunlight color is white color. White color consists of seven constituent colors. So when the sunlight enters into the atmosphere, first the indigo side, this violet color got scattered completely by this time. Okay, by this time at this point. Okay, what color? That is violet color. Violet color got completely scattered before reaching us because it has minimum wavelength, least wavelength, isn't it? Yes, because during sunset the sunlight has to travel maximum distance, longer distance, isn't it? Yes. So when the sunlight enters in the atmosphere, first violet color got scattered completely before reaching us by this time, this point, at this point. After that, what color? Indigo color got scattered. Indigo color got scattered completely before reaching us. Then after that, blue color got scattered completely before reaching us. Then after that, green color got scattered completely before reaching us. Then after that, what color will be there? Yes, yellow color got completely scattered before reaching us. Then after that, what color will be there? Orange color got completely scattered before reaching us because they have shorter wavelength compared than red color. Here what color is left? What color is left? Only one color is left. That is red color. That is red color. Red color has maximum wavelength. So when the all colors scattered completely, red color reaches us. What color? Only red color is. I'll write there. Only red color reaches us. Only red color reaches us. Only red color. What color is left here? Only red color reaches us because red color has minimum wavelength. So before the red colors got completely scattered, it reaches us. Is it clear? It reaches. That is the reason why we able to see the red colors during sunset. Isn't it? Yes, that's a very easy one. Is there any doubt? No doubt. Because during sunset the sunlight has to travel longer distance. Am I right? Longer distance, isn't it? Yes. So when the sunlight enters into the atmosphere, scattering will be there. Am I right? Scattering will be there because atmosphere is made up of particles. So scattering will be there. Am I right? So already we know the violet color has very minimum wavelength. Okay, due to maximum amount of scattering, the violet color intensity completely zero. Completely What is it? Completely scattered. Right? It becomes zero before reaching us. Because already we know if the wavelength decreases, scattering increases. Wavelength decreases, scattering increases. Already we know very well clearly. Is it clear? Yes. So violet color has minimum wavelength, so scatters much more before reaching us. So violet color intensity is 0 before reaching us. Then after that, indigo color's intensity is 0 before reaching us. Then blue intensity becomes 0 before reaching us. After that, green color intensity 0 before reaching us. Then yellow color's intensity 0 before reaching us. Then after that, orange color intensity 0 before reaching us. That's all. Then what color is left? Only red color is, and that's why we can see red color, because red color has maximum wavelength. That's all. That is the reason why we can see this the sun color is red color, as well as the surrounding sky color also red color during sunrise and sunset. That's all. 3 marks on your paper. If you listen my class carefully, 3 marks on your paper compulsory. That's all. No doubt at all. Is there any doubt? That's all. Isn't it? Yes. So very important point. Note this point. So if the wavelength is less, then the scattering is more. If the wavelength is more, scattering is less. That's all. Is it clear? Yes, very simple. Suppose in board exam, if they ask why the sun appears red color during sunrise and sunset, what you have to write? That is question. What you have to write? You tell me. What you have to write? Tell me what you have to write. Look at here. Note this point, very important point. During sunrise and sunset, the light rays has to travel longer distance. Light rays has to travel longer distance to reach us. Is it clear? Yes. So most of the shorter wavelength visible spectrum got scattered before reaching us, and finally red color reaches us because red color has the maximum wavelength. That's all. 3 marks on your paper. 3 marks on your paper. Okay, students? Yes, that's all. So here red color scattered very less amount. Red color scattered less amount. That is the reason why red color is used as danger signal. Look at here. Red color scattered very less amount. That is the reason why red color is considered as danger signal. What is the danger signal, sir? What is danger signal? For example, you are in traffic jam. Okay, you are in traffic jam. Okay, to stop your vehicle, what color will be there in traffic jam? That is red color. If there is red color, we must stop our vehicle. We must hold on our vehicle. Okay, because red color is a danger signal. Isn't it? Yes. Why they are used red color instead of other colors? Because red color scatter less amount. Note this point. Red color scatter less amount, so we can see the red color signals from far away. Am I right? From far away of the signal, isn't it? So it never got scattered. That is the reason why red color is considered as danger signal, isn't it? Yes. Even to stop the train. To stop this train, the junction master also uses red color flag. You might have seen in most of the movies you might have seen the junction master, which means the station master uses the red flag to stop the train. Have you ever seen that? Yes, because this train is far away. This train is far away from the station master, isn't it? If instead of red color, if junction master uses any other color, that color will scatter more amount, so the train pilot cannot see clearly. If the junction master, which means the station master, uses the red color never got scattered easily. Already we know, just now we have seen that the red color never got scattered easily, due to which the train pilot can easily see the red color flag which is showed by the station master. Okay, so immediately the train pilot recognize there is some problem. We have to stop the train immediately, like that. That's all, isn't it? Yes, yes. Then after that, even that fire service department vehicles color also red color. Have you ever seen that? Fire service, yes, the fire service vehicle color also red color. Why they cannot change the color? Why they don't change the color? Because red color got scattered less amount. Red color got scattered less amount. So during winter time the fog will be there. Okay, the fog and the mist air will be there, isn't it? Yes. So even through the mist air and fog, we can easily identify the fire service department vehicle, because the red color never got scattered completely. Never got scattered completely, due to which we can see through the fog and mist air also. That is the reason why the fire department vehicles color also red color. That's all. So red color is used as danger signal, because red color never got scattered completely. It is scattered, but very little amount. Very little amount. The most of the red color reaches us. That is the reason why. That's all. Very easy one. Is there any doubt? So this session getting over. In this session we have discussed so many things. Actually this is very important 3-mark question. Why the sun appears red color during sunrise and sunset? That is very important question. Okay, look at here. During sunrise the sun's color is red color. Even sunset also sun color is red color. Not only sun color, the surrounding sky color also red color. Okay, red color. And at noon time the sun and the sun color is white color. Sun color is white color, isn't it? Yes. But that small amount of blue color will be there, because blue color starts scattering, not completely, just starts scattering. So sometimes blue color also will be there, isn't it? Yes. So this is an important 3-mark question. Keep that in your mind. Is that clear? Yes. So finally, when come to the conclusion, during sunrise, sunlight has to travel more distance, longer distance. Even sunset also, sunlight has to travel longer distance. Is that clear? Yes. Most of the shorter wavelength visible spectrum got scattered. That's all, isn't it? Yes. I hope this class will be very useful for you. Please try to understand the concepts what I'm telling here, isn't it? Yes. Then next after that, why the danger signal red is considered as a danger signal? Why? Because red light has a maximum wavelength. It never got scattered completely before reaching us. That is the reason why red color is considered as a danger signal. What is that? Danger signal. That is why the station master also having a red color flag to stop this train. Then after that, fire service department vehicles also painted by only red color. Then after that, even traffic signal also, that is red color. Traffic signal also, what is that? Red color. Okay, yes, that's all. I hope this class will be very useful for you. If you have any doubt, note the doubt in your NCERT book. When you're coming to school, you compulsory meet me. I'll clarify the all doubt. Okay, students. Yes, thank you very much. Read well and be safe at your home. Okay, because these days corona is spreading much more. Is corona patients level quantities day by day increasing. Okay, so be safe, eat healthy. Okay, thank you. Remaining you will see next class. Thank you, students.